What's going on, Flicks Talkers? Welcome back to another physical media haul video. Now, a lot of you guys have been liking these last couple of videos I've been posting, either me going out to Best Buy showing the Black Friday deals that we just had this past week, or just showing my thrift store hauls because, yep, the thrift stores were having Black Friday sales, and I did a huge video where we went to about 5 or 6 different thrift stores and just different boutique shops, and I showed you guys my pickups of how cheap you guys can possibly get physical media. So if you guys are physical media lovers like myself, please hit that big thumbs up and consider subscribing today, and make sure to hit that bell notification to always get alerted when I do drop videos like this. And I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Now, I did break these up into a few different categories, guys, of how I received them, and there is a couple more thrift store pickups that I did not show you guys from the last couple of days that are either DVD or Blu-ray, but either way, I wanted to show you guys on camera since I have not posted them and let you guys know why I picked them up. All right, so let's get into this haul. All right, so starting off with a December pick, and the reason why I say that is because it is going to be a first time reaction that I will be posting up in the month of December next month, and it is White Christmas. Now, I always see this one kind of ranked on the top list, so you guys let me know if this one's a good one. I believe it is a musical, and it is a sealed copy. Yes, it is a DVD, but that's totally okay. If it is a first time watch, I don't mind. If I like it, I'm going to add it to the collection later in life. And I think this does have a 4K restoration. If not, I know it definitely does have a Blu-ray. It is from 1954, so you guys let me know. It is also colorized, which I know a lot of people don't like. I did watch It's a Wonderful Life in color, and a lot of you guys butchered me along the way. That's the only copy I had. I'm so sorry. I understand that it's a classic in black and white. So that is White Christmas. Now, next up is one that I found in, once again, a snap case. You guys, they got mad when I said clamshell. It is a snap case of Clint Eastwood's Pale Rider. Now, I just grabbed this one because I am trying to get on the older Clint Eastwood train now, just because of my generation. I'm a millennial. I've seen a lot of his newer stuff, or at least from the 90s and current, and I want to go back to, you know, some of the 70s, 80s. So I've been watching movies like Dirty Harry. I did watch Unforgiven, which is a 90s movie, but you know, that's besides the fact. I am trying to pick up some more classic Clint Eastwood along the way. Pale Rider is definitely one of them, but it won't be the last time you see that in the collection as far as Clint Eastwood movies go. So you guys let me know, Pale Rider, is that a good one? Now, up next, this must have been a really popular thing for them to do the snap cases, but it is Bonnie and Clyde from Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway. Now, I love Faye Dunaway in Mommy Dearest. We love that movie. Warren Beatty, I've definitely seen him along the way, but Bonnie and Clyde is definitely one that gets talked about. I think I probably know the story, but I would love to see how it kind of played out on film. It's not rated. It is color, and I don't know what year this is from, to be honest. 1967. Wow, 1967? It doesn't seem that long ago. I mean, this looks like it might have been late 70s, but yeah, Bonnie and Clyde, you guys let me know your thoughts on that one. All right, now, last but not least for the DVD pickups from my thrift store was Trespass. Now, I've seen this a few times with different covers, but I've never seen this movie at all. I do like early Ice Cube. I love Bill Paxton. Ice-T I've only seen in New Jack City recently, so I haven't really seen his acting ability, but you know what, it was only a couple bucks. I'm gonna check it out. Trespass, the story sounded pretty cool. I like the crime action dramatic type of films, especially from the early 90s. I believe this is the early 90s. It could be late 80s. 1992. To be honest, I think 1990s action is fantastic, especially early 90s. They were using a lot of practical. It was just really kind of like, how can we up the ante of the next scene? Even lower budget films were really trying to do it, to prove that they could hang on with the big dogs and whatnot. I even love early 90s horror. I know a lot of people don't like 90s horror, just for the simple fact that that was kind of like when they were it was like crazy sequel after sequel, and most horror sequels are really bad, but there's a lot that kind of fall into line. People Under the Stairs, Candyman, even the Child's Play sequels to me were iconic, but that's for a whole nother discussion right there. All right, let's get into some of my Blu-ray pickups at the local thrift store that I thought were really good, and these are all sealed copies. Now, I could not believe it that people were just giving away their physical media. So the first one up Now, Laura will tell you that I have seen this movie. I don't remember it at all whatsoever. It is Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan in When Harry Met Sally. Now, I know there's that iconic scene of her faking an orgasm. I believe this is the movie that does that one. And they've always mimicked it, you know, all have what she's having, right? I don't know the year of this. It is Rob Reiner. Okay, very, very good. I do like Rob Reiner. And I like these two actors, you know, for the most part. I still got to watch City Slickers, which I know, you know, Billy Crystal is a huge part of. I know he has, you know, he's had a slew of movies that I have not seen. But either way, I like these rom-coms, you know, for the most part. Let me know, guys, When Harry Met Sally. That'll probably be a first-time watch, because if I did see it, I don't remember a single thing about it. And I lied. This one was not a sealed copy. I thought it was, but it's still in a great condition. I'm talking about The Dirty Dozen right here. Now, I didn't know anything about this. I think this might be an upgrade in my collection, because I might have this in DVD. But this is one that when I was looking up kind of like war movies, I've been really trying to get into some war movies, especially the older war movies. A lot of people told me to check out Dirty Dozen, that it was a little different. And I read the synopsis and it seemed really good. It seemed very, very good. And it does have a stacked cast of people I don't even know. Lee Marvin is, I'm guessing, is this main guy right here, because he's a top billing. And there's a couple of different oh, that's what it was. It does come with the sequel to this. So they were able to fit two movies on one disc. Yeah, two movies on one disc. So you have The Dirty Dozen, which is 149 minutes. That's going to be a long watch. And The Dirty Dozen Next Mission, which is the sequel to this. So two movies in one. And that came out to, just a couple of dollars once again. So you guys let me know, Dirty Dozen, is that a good war movie? All right, now next up, this is actually, where did I get this? Oh yeah, okay, so this is not a thrift store, but it was actually a store where I turned in the movies. They buy them from you, physical media, and they give you a credit. Now, you know, in the last couple, I go there, you know, like throughout the month, and they didn't really have too many that I wanted to add. So I was like, I'm just got to spend this $10 credit, man, you know, or whatever I had, $11 credit. And this is one, because I've been wanting to rewatch, because people tell me that Halloween H2O is definitely up there in the franchise. I never saw it, but I want to rewatch it. You guys have probably all seen this triple pack right here. H2O, Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, which is part 6, and Halloween Resurrection. Okay, so I went backwards, by the way. It's Halloween, The Curse, which is 6, H2O is 7, and Resurrection is 8, which is the worst one to me. I think a lot of people can agree to that one. But unfortunately, I'm still looking for this. I'm still looking for the producer cut of Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, which I know a lot of you guys have on Instagram. I've seen you guys post it. But that one's actually underrated to me. And this is probably just a theatrical version, I believe. And you know, that's the one where Donald Pleasance did pass away in real life. Unfortunately, they couldn't really complete the movie, or they had to kind of switch it up a little bit to kind of fit his demise and whatnot. But either way, you know, 3 movies, and I didn't have these in my collection at all. I only have the first 4 in 4K, because those are like my favorite ones. So actually, I don't have 3, because that was the one that it doesn't have Michael, and you know, Season of the Witch. I understand it's a classic amongst people, but I got to rewatch it to see if I can get it or not. But either way, I wanted to watch Halloween H2O and Part 6 again, just to see if I did like those. But I remember Halloween H2O not liking it, and that may just be me. I don't know. And next up is a complete blind buy, but Ellie, once again, shout out to Ellie. She's getting a lot of love for all the recommendations on the channel. It is Jaws 2. All right, she wanted me to check out this one. Now I know Jaws 2 was part of the Black Friday deal on 4K that just happened. But I didn't pick it up. I picked this one out. Actually, this one was for $6. Once again, I had a credit, so I didn't really pay anything. But you guys let me know. Jaws 2. I think it has all the original cast. For the most part. I mean, those that didn't get eaten. But I heard this is actually a pretty good sequel. You guys let me know if this is a good one or not. Okay, so I'm gonna put these to the side and make way for some of the Amazon, because I don't want to make this video too long at all, guys. I know you guys kind of, you know, get winded sometimes, like I do when I'm talking at some of these longer videos, but some of you guys have appreciate it. So if you guys have made it this far in the video, do me a favor, please hit that big thumbs up, consider subscribing today for more, and make sure to hit that bell notification to always get notified when I do drop my newest videos. Okay, so let's get into my Amazon pickups, and there are a lot. Okay, and I'll start off with the Blu-rays, and then we'll jump to the 4Ks. So I definitely have had more 4Ks this year than I thought. But you know what? They were posting since last Monday on Amazon, and they were just every hour they were posting deals, and I'm like, oh my god. And for the most part, it was $10 4Ks or $9 4Ks, and the Blu-rays were coming out to about $6. Okay, so if there's any changes at all, I will let you know. Okay, so the first one, believe it or not, I did not have it in my collection, but for some reason, and this may be the hottest take on the planet, Clerks 2, to me, I watch way more than the original Clerks, okay? I'm not saying it's a better movie. Clerks 1 is iconic. I mean, especially the story behind it. Kevin Smith just kind of selling off his whole collection in real life, the comic book collection, to fund Clerks and to create these iconic characters that went on to do this sequel, which I think is just a more fun sequel. This one's a more fun and fluid sequel. It's in color, obviously. The original is not in color. There's something about Clerks 2 that is just magic. And I heard Clerks 3 was such a letdown, and I don't want to watch it because I don't want to taint or tarnish what I think is a fantastic franchise. But you know what? I'm going to reserve my judgment until I see it. But Clerks 2 is fantastic. I didn't have it in the collection, or I might have just had the DVD. I might have just had the DVD. Sometimes I don't even know anymore, guys. But this one I had to add $6 to the collection. Now this one, I think this came out to maybe $10. I could be totally wrong. But either way, this goes back to what I was saying earlier about me wanting to get more into Clint Eastwood. Now, I do have The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, which I found at a thrift store for a couple of bucks, once again, on Blu-ray. But then I looked into it, and it is part of the Sergio Leone collection. And The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, they were saying, is the third in the trilogy. And I'm like, why the hell would I start with the third? I gotta go back to the beginning. And luckily, Amazon was having this 3-pack deal, the Man with No Name trilogy. Now, if you guys don't know about that, a lot of you guys probably do. It starts off with A Fistful of Dollars, For a Few Dollars More, which is a sequel, and The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, which is the one that ends it off. So once again, I didn't want to end off with the movie that I thought was just a standalone movie. So I'm going to start these movies. You guys let me know what's your favorite in the trilogy. And yeah, get those comments flooded, guys, with thoughts. All right, now another one. Here's another one, guys, that is a 4-movie collection, and I only remember the first movie, but I remember seeing all of these movies, and I really remember liking them because this is all happening around my high school years. You know, once again, I'm a millennial. I'm in my late 30s, and at least the first one is iconic. I mean, there's so much relatability. It said they're all unrated versions. It said includes both unrated and theatrical versions of all 4 movies. I don't even know what movies I was watching back in the day as far as like if they were the unrated or rated theatrical versions, but I can't wait to watch them. At least once again, the first one, I'm talking about American Pie, the 4-movie collection. Now, I know this has been out for a while, but this is $10 for 4 movies. The first one is so funny. Once again, relatable characters. I had a huge band of friends back in high school, and we were always thinking about girls. We were always thinking about partying and drinking. We weren't thinking about the future. Like, come on, what are you talking about? Like this, you know, this movie, at least the first one, was definitely relatable. I just enjoy these type of silly slapsticky movies. I know a lot of you guys do too that are around my age. So you guys let me know. American Pie. I can't wait to watch them. And then I remember the American Pie wedding. I don't remember the reunion though, this 4th one. So either way, you got all the same characters. The same cast came together. It's like lightning in a bottle. Once again, it's magic. Now the next one was a complete blind buy. But I will say that they always used to show this one on TV, and I used to catch pieces of it. I don't know if this is a comedy or if this is a drama, because some people in the comments section were saying this is a very sad movie. But either way, I love these 2 actors to death, Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence in Life. Once again, like I said, I've only seen pieces of this one. This came out to $6. This is part of the recent Amazon Black Friday deals. And you guys let me know if this is a good one or not. I mean, I can only assume that they're in jail for life. It looks like either it might be a period piece because of what they're wearing, like maybe in the 40s or 50s. But either way, this movie came out in 1999, and this is right on the cusp of, this is the best years of comedy for my generation, millennial. 90s best year, or early 2000s best years for comedy. Once again, PC, non-PC humor, and I love that. I love that to death. Now, next up is a film that I did catch maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, just by accident on a streamer, and I was like, oh my god, I'm hooked on John Waters. And we're talking about Johnny Depp in Crybaby. You guys let me know, Crybaby, how do you guys favor this one? This is basically just grease on crack, and I love what John Waters did with this one. I've seen a couple of John Waters films. I've seen Pecker. I have not seen oh god, what's the one he's famous for? The Flamingos one or something with flamingos. But either way, I think this is a very, very good movie, very good addition to young Johnny Depp. If you guys are Johnny Depp fans, it's 1990, so this is like him, you know, after obviously A Nightmare on Elm Street. But yeah, I got to see a lot more early Johnny Depp works as well. Ricky, is that who's that? Ricky Lake? Yeah, Ricky Lake, Iggy Pop, Tracy Lords. That's who it was, Tracy Lords. It's such a cool friend group in here, and once again, it is like it is like grease on crack, you know. And I really like that one. Glad I can add it to my collection. I will definitely be watching it again. Now, next up is A Complete Blind Buy. Man, I was just watching freaking Robert De Niro last night in Casino. We was rewatching it for some reason. I got that feeling like I needed to watch a mobster movie. But it is a complete blind buy, and people always tell me, hey, if you like war movies or just like, you know, iconic Robert De Niro movies, you got to check this one out. Oh my God, I didn't even know Christopher Walken's in this. Anyways, it is The Deer Hunter, guys. I believe this is on 4K now. It's probably why it went up so cheap for $6 on Blu-ray. That's okay. It's a first-time watch. If I like it, I will upgrade from there. You guys let me know how much you guys love Deer Hunter. There's a lot of people in here. Meryl Streep, it says. Christopher Walken, John Cazale, John Savage. 5 Academy Award. Including Best Picture in 1978. That's fantastic. And that is it for my Blu-ray pickups, guys, as far as the Amazon pickups go. All right, Flickstalkers. So, my 4K pickups, and there's a lot. There's a lot. I don't mess around, but you know what? I love saving on a deal. Once again, all the donations that you guys send me in these live streams go to providing for these movies right here to add to the collection, either first time watches or upgrades. So I thank you guys first and foremost. Just got to get that out of the way if you guys didn't know. So this one right here is one that I always see go on sale, but it never gets that low. I don't even think it broke $10. Actually, I got this for $12, and I was like, you know what? I don't have it. But you know what, guys? This movie that I'm about to show you and Shaun of the Dead, any copy or collector's editions, I have to pick it up. I have to add it to my collection. I don't do the DVD, but if it's a Blu-ray or a 4K, if it comes in multiple copies, like a steelbook or whatever, 20th anniversary, I have to pick it up. There's something about Shaun of the Dead that is just, it shaped like, and I grew up with, you know, Return of the Living Dead, which is, I think is more horror comedy, obviously, probably a first of its kind doing that. And I still appreciate when horror and comedy, there's a good playing field as far as, you know, the balance is there and it doesn't suck you out to like make you just want to turn off the movie. So that's one of them. But this movie, when it came out, I saw this movie so many damn times that every single copy I needed a copy of. So I have 3 copies now of Scott Pilgrim versus the World, including the new 4K. Well, this is the newest addition to my family, the 4K itself. And this one came out to $12, which I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, it's been $12 forever, but I don't care. I didn't have it in my collection. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, it just, I didn't follow any of the comics or anything like that. I know they're making an animated series, or they just dropped one. So much iconery in here. You know, you have Aubrey Plaza, you have Michael Cera, who was coming off of Superbad at this point. I believe this is like right after Superbad, or 2010. You have Mary Elizabeth Winstead. You also have is it Rory Culkin or one of the Culkins in here? Chris Evans. Like it is an insane cast. Oh, Kieran Culkin. I'm so sorry, Kieran Culkin. Anna Kendrick is in it. Like, if you guys have not seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World and want to get lost in just like just some mayhem on screen, live action, please watch this movie. I think it's a very, very fun movie. So I added that one in 4K. Next up was a complete blind buy, mainly because a coworker saw this one and they really, really did enjoy it. Also, it got really good reception for the most part, saying that if you did like Bumblebee in the Transformer universe, that you will like this sequel to it. And I'm talking about Transformers Rise of the Beast. Now, you guys know me, I don't normally buy brand new movies for the most part, but this one I had to get it because a lot of people were like, this is like just as good as Bumblebee, you know, coming off that. And it follows the timeline, I guess, right after Bumblebee. Bumblebee was in the 80s, and I really like that one. I have that one in my collection as well in 4K, but it came with a beautiful slip, $9. This is probably the cheapest 4K that I got. So you guys let me know, was this a good one that just came out this year? You guys let me know. I'm just here for an action dumb time when I watch that. That might be a first time reaction, I don't know. Either way, I know I said I didn't buy newer movies, but this one, I had to add it to complete the trilogy, and you guys are gonna give me shit for it, and that's totally fine. And it didn't even come with a slip cover. I was so upset. I was so dang upset. It is Halloween Ends. Now, a lot of you guys are boo, dislike this video. That's okay. I saw Halloween Ends twice. I saw it once by myself. I saw it once with Laura. I liked it. I like what they did with it, mainly for the fact that I love Halloween 4 so much, and I definitely find similarities between that movie and this movie. Should they not let these guys touch the franchise anymore? David Gordon Green, Danny McBride, those writers? Absolutely not. They should never touch this franchise ever again, which I don't think they are. They're selling it. They sold it off now. There's something about this one. There's something about this one that, yes, we focus on differing characters. I liked it. I liked it. And I know a lot of people are like, well, in a trilogy, especially one that you're ending off with, the third film, you gotta have, you know, some iconery as far as, you know, this or that or... But can we change up the mold a little bit? I mean, can we change it up? You know, I don't know. That's kind of what I was going into it initially. When I was watching it, because obviously I didn't know what to think. I thought it was going to be Michael Myers beat 'em up, you know, and it wasn't. It definitely wasn't. It was different. Either way, I needed to complete my trilogy of 4Ks of these movies that I do have. I got to rewatch Halloween Kills because everyone says that they love that one, and I never saw it. We saw it in theaters and we walked out just like, oh my, this is the worst this is the worst like I've ever seen, and I gotta rewatch it. But anyways, more on the horror front, guys. It is Evil Dead Rise. Now this one was for $10 as well. This one really surprised me. Now the Evil Dead franchise is something that is probably one of my most beloved franchises, as far as like, I'm on board, like to watch every single Evil Dead movie, kind of like how I am with Scream. Which is funny because in the last couple of years, I binge watched all the Scream movies just to catch up to these newer ones. And I fell in love with Scream. I fell in love with Ghostface. That's why I think the Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega, you know, not being part of the next one, the seventh one, hit most of us so hard. But either way, Evil Dead Rise, I thought was a great addition into this franchise, into this world. I did only watch Ash vs. Evil Dead, the season 1. I did not catch the next couple of seasons. I heard that was a franchise that should not have been canceled because it ended abruptly, I guess, in the 3rd season. Maybe I'll catch it one day. But this one, it really was like, and the gore for this one is great. Now, a lot of people don't like this one for whatever reason. I thought it was a nice, fresh take. It's different. I mean, we're focusing on a family. We're talking about kids that are turning to deadites. We have there's a lot of just good stuff that they did. With a high-rise setting of an apartment building. So you guys let me know your thoughts on Evil Dead Rise. Had a beautiful slipcover, even though I definitely remarked on this stupid symbol. I don't like the Warner Brothers 100. I don't like that they're adding that. 100 years of cinema, great. Put it on the back. I don't want to see it on the front. I don't. To me, this is a distraction. And I had mentioned that when I was talking about one of my pickups that I'll show you guys in a second. But next up, guys, it went down in price. And I think this went down to $10, $9.99. And I told Laura, I go, I'm getting this because this is one of our favorite films of the year. I remember... saw it in theaters, loved it. Saw it again with Laura, loved it. And I had it added to my collection. I could definitely watch this again and fall in love once again. It is Top Gun Maverick. Now, you want to talk about movies that don't really stand up to sequelitis? This one definitely beat the sequelitis, and we're talking about like 30 years later, something like that. 30 years later, probably no longer, actually 40. I think the original came out like in the 80s. So yeah, this is like, we're talking about like probably closer to 40 years of this movie coming out, the sequel. And this movie, I think, obviously succeeded because superseded the original because of just the tech and how it looks, and the stakes are higher, especially with Tom Cruise, just the stuntman that he is now today. Top Gun Maverick is fantastic. It has one of my favorite songs, the Hold Your Hand, the Lady Gaga. You guys know what it is. Tom Cruise, Top Gun, Maverick is fantastic. You guys let me know your thoughts on that one. If you guys caught it in theaters like we did, if you guys have it in your collection. Now, next up was a complete upgrade. But once again, I told you guys I was in the mafia mood, and I had to add this one. So we're talking about Martin Scorsese's Goodfellas right here. I don't have to say much about this one. This is like, you know, when you say the movie Scarface, like you already know what it is. When you say Goodfellas, you already know what it is, right? So Goodfellas, Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, Joe Pesci. This is kind of like this was the one, man. This was the one. I always go back and forth in my mind which one was better, this one or Casino. I gotta say Goodfellas. Goodfellas probably as a whole is there's just so much dynamic and depth of characters, even though Casino has so much fantastic camera work, and the cast is fantastic. The music in Casino is beautiful. This one just has it's like going back and forth with The Godfather and The Godfather 2. Which one's better? It just depends on the person, I guess. So this is just an upgrade for me. I don't have to talk about it too much. You guys know what it is. Now, next up, there was only one on the shelf, and this was actually in my Best Buy video that I had shown you guys recently, Best Buy Black Friday haul. And it is a steelbook. I'm talking about Spiral, the Book of Saw. All right, sorry for the reflection right there. I didn't take the plastic off. It's a 4K, and this is a Best Buy steelbook exclusive. This one only came out to $10, down from $32. So I saved a great ton on that one, guys. Now this one was one of the ones in the franchise that I really did favor. I think I even put it in my top 3 or top 4. I got to rewatch them, and like I said in that last video, for the Black Friday haul, Best Buy, that I have not seen Jigsaw and I have not seen Saw X, and a lot of people are loving Saw X in the franchise, so I got to watch that one very, very soon. But I thought this was a good addition. I thought Chris Rock did a really good job. Him and Sam Jackson, his line of work is he's a detective, and I believe he's a detective. He could be just like just a special agent or a police officer. I forget. Oh, Detective Ezekiel Banks. All right, he does a great job in this, even though I had mentioned that there is some points along the way that kind of sound like he's stretching his act. He's trying to stretch his acting ability, and it just comes off as funny. But either way, I liked him in this role. And a steelbook. I mean, I'd watch this again. It definitely left off on a cliffhanger, which they always do. It left off on a great final trap, I should say. Final trap that I was like, holy shit, like we saw this in theaters too. It kind of blew me away, the ending. So I'll definitely have to watch that one again. Either way, it's an awesome steelbook. Now the next one, I was grappling in my head for like the whole week of last week, and then when I finally got to Best Buy, it was there, and I'm like, I'll get it for $10, even though it doesn't come with the slipcover. I'm talking about Super Mario Brothers, the movie. Now, I still don't know what this Power Up Edition is. I don't know if that's bonus features or what. You guys let me know if you guys know what the differences are. But anyways, this movie was great. I mean, I saw this one at home for a first time watch, and my reaction is on the channel now if you guys want to see that. I thought Illumination and Nintendo came together to create a beautiful world of creating something that I definitely grew up with, especially the first 3 games for me. I know it incorporates a lot of, like, some people were telling me that includes like the Nintendo DS games, or like the Wii, not Wii, but like maybe N64. I don't know. Some of the later games that I did not play because there's like a cat suit that I didn't know what that was from. But either way, the raccoon suit. Oh my God. I literally had a tear of joy when I saw the raccoon suit. And I know you guys are probably going to be like, oh, fanboy, stupid, like loser, blah, blah. No, dude, I was playing Nintendo since I was like 4 or 5 years old. You have to understand. My dad was an IT tech, and he had me playing freaking Legend of Zelda Part 2 until like 2 a.m. when I was like 5 years old. Like we were dedicated to beating games back in the freaking day. So Super Mario Brothers movie definitely is nostalgia for me, and I would definitely like to watch it again. There was obviously some parts in the movie that I didn't like. Some of the musical numbers I didn't really care for, but they got to appeal to the little kids as well too. All right, now next up, I literally just mentioned this, The Godfather. this is an upgrade. The Godfather. So I actually do have the first two Godfathers in my collection on Blu-ray, but the first one, once again, I still don't know if I like the first one or the second one more. But either way, I had to add it to my collection as an upgrade, man. The Godfather, you know what it is. I don't even have to explain it. You know, you guys let me know your thoughts on which one is the better one of the films, if you had to choose. I know it's hard to choose, but if you had to choose. All right. So that one's added to my collection. Man, I'm in a gangster mood, man. I got Carlito's Way. Now this is an upgrade once again. I do have it on Blu-ray. This is a phenomenal not only Sean Penn, I'm sorry, that was the first name I saw, Sean Penn, but also Al Pacino edition. John Leguizamo does play Benny Blanco from the Bronx. Who else is in here? What's the guy's name again? Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank on the guy. Guzman. Luis Guzman. I just saw him recently on a Criterion video, his top picks of Criterion. He does a great job in this movie as well. This movie's, I feel like this movie doesn't get talked about as much as like Scarface or Godfather. When they're talking about gangster films, this is an iconic character. This is an iconic character. And I think more audiences, I think maybe because it came out later in life, maybe this is like 93. I could be wrong. I want to say this is early 90s. Oh, it is 93. Okay, I just guessed. 93. It is a shorter one. It's only an hour and 32 minutes. Give Carlito's Way a watch. Do not watch the damn sequel, P. Diddy. That's like the worst thing I've ever seen in life. Now, the next two are National Lampoon's movies. And I'll just let you know. I got Vacation and I got Christmas. Okay, I had to get them back to back. I was actually waiting on Christmas one. It just came in yesterday, so I was like, oh my God, am I gonna have time to even record this video? Is it gonna come in? But Vacation is just I think Vacation is the one I'll probably watch the most, because you can watch it any time of year. You know, what else can I say about this one? This is my favorite, like one of my favorite Chevy Chase films of all time. I also love I don't know which family I love more, and we'll get into it. If you guys don't know the National Lampoon movies, the families change. Okay, the children change. I don't know if that's an ever running gag purposely, or I didn't. Oh shit! I didn't know this movie was rated R. What? Vacation is rated R? I'm so tripping out right now. I just saw that rated R symbol on the back. That's weird. Okay, but either way, this was an upgrade. I did have this on Blu-ray, but I'm so glad I could get it for $10 once again. And I wanted to talk about real quick Christmas Vacation, which I will be watching next month. Not first time watch or anything, because I've seen this movie a billion times, but I always watch it around this time of year. And I think this is a fantastic addition in the National Lampoon series. And I gotta admit, these are my favorite kids right here. I know this is oh God, what is her freaking name? It's Juliette Lewis. That's who it is, the daughter right here. I actually saw her one time at a Hollywood screening, and I was too afraid to go up to her and ask her for a picture or anything. But apparently she's been around, like just kind of like in the vicinity of us, and like we've always like missed her, like at a couple of other meetups and whatnot. But either way, Christmas Vacation is a fantastic one to watch each year. I think the character Chevy Chase plays as Clark Griswold and his amazing wife, I think they have a great dynamic. I think it's very relatable. I think the whole, you know, the father trying to do anything for his kids and just trying to one up everybody on the block, or not even one up, but just get more into the Christmas spirit, or just the spirit of anything. He finds life as a challenge, and that he always needs to create these memories for him and his family, the Griswolds. And I think with these first two movies, he does that. He definitely does that. And I know Laura tells me that Vegas Vacation is like one of her favorites. I got to rewatch that one. European Vacation I saw. I don't remember really liking that one. But you guys let me know, what are your favorites out of those two? And last but not least is a complete blind buy, guys. It is Paul Newman's Cool Hand Luke. Now, I'm not going to speak too much on this movie because I don't know anything about it. Complete blind buy. I heard a lot of people telling me that this is a fantastic film. I looked it up. It has a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. The story in the back, the synopsis, looks fantastic. It was only $10, guys. I don't know what else to say. You guys let me know. I'm going to be doing this for a first time watch, so look for it. And that's it, y'all. That is it. And I guess we'll do a thumbnail now. Let me see if I can hold this up. Oh my gosh. How am I gonna do this? And that is the thumbnail. All right, guys, thank you so much for enjoying these videos. If you guys do enjoy them, you guys let me know in the comments below. Please hit those big thumbs up to support the channel. Consider subscribing today for more. Make sure to hit that bell notification to always get alerted when I do drop a new video. All right, Flix Talkers, you guys let me know. Once again, what did you pick up this Black Friday season? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.